Hey. Oh, make sure I'm comfortable. Show. How you doing? Hey, Elsa. Hey, sis. Hey, Tina. Hey, sis. How you doing? Let me get to the comments so you know I can read them. Oh, yeah. You think I started off, but now I'm still on Pandora. Look, I'm still on Pandora. Let me switch up so I can actually read the comments. How you doing? How you doing? We're talking friends today. So you know I can't miss speaking to my friends. We come up in here like bosses, some friendships. Let's see what you're saying. Let's see what you're saying. Hello. That's right. Thank you. Thank you for the love. How you doing today? So look, I'm asking this to everybody who in here today. What is your idea of a friend? What is a friend to you? What is a friend? Because I know sometimes when we think friend, we think some high things. And sometimes we hear people saying friends, you be thinking, that ain't no friend stuff. That sound more like some enemy stuff. That don't sound like no friendships. Let's see. It's like I said, when I think of a friend, I think of somebody you can be yourself with. I think of somebody you don't have to do all that explaining. You know how life just got us explaining everything. Every time you do something, you do something nice, you got to explain why it was nice, why you did it. You didn't want to offend. You got to explain everything. You like something, you want to say, "Oh, I was watching Pookity Pook's channel." You got to explain. I really like them. I don't agree with everything they do, but when they do this, with a friend, I shouldn't have to do that. You know what I mean? They'll just know you. Like they'll know, oh, if you over there, you know, I know one thing, you ain't over there on no BS at least. Maybe you watching the BS. Maybe you entertain sometimes by the BS, but you're not in the BS. When you know me. When you know. And you know when I'm all in the BS, like, oh, I know you need deep in that BS over there. Because you know me. So when I think of a friend, I think of somebody like that. You could be yourself. I think of someone that you can trust. Now y'all know trust got a lot of layers. And really life teach you that you could trust that person. So for example, we friends, we just been friends, we hang out, we talk all the time on the phone, we go out together, we have so much fun, we kicking it. This is part of the bonding. Because we learn how to be together. Man, we done spend night, went on trips. Because traveling with somebody is different than being friends with somebody. Because it's not really easy to travel with people because they're bringing all of them. All of them. The moment they go down, when they there, they get depressed, whatever, they bringing all of them there. So you learn with a friend, oh, I can tell when they get uncomfortable. So I know, hey, let's not do it like that, but we can still have fun. But they might have anxiety, whatever. You never know. But you learn that person through being around them. And then also you go through things. Because during that friendship, during that growth to become friends and build that friendship, things happen. And you go through this with this person. You know what I mean? And so it's things that teach you. They have losses, and everybody who have a loss don't just cry. Some people get mean. Some people get mad. And through it, as a friend, you thinking, "Whoa, this is getting rough." But it's nowhere I wouldn't be right now. But here with you, because I know you're not trying to punch on me. You're trying to let out this pain. And in friendships, you're gonna see people go broke, get rich, whatever may happen. But in your friendships, your love grows through experience, through life. So when people be, oh, that's my rabbit for life. What y'all rabbit? You sat down and broke bread? Okay, and if you tell me you broke bread, did you ever stab this person in the back? Because you wouldn't do that. What I'm calling a friend, what a friend knows how to bow out gracefully. I say, you know what? This ain't rocking, and you know me well enough to know how this gonna turn if I get all up in it. So what I'm gonna do is, because I never do you like that, I'm gonna rock it. I'm gonna get up out of here. That's what a friend will do. Your enemy is waiting for you to do it so they can rock you, so they can go turn on you, so they can go tell everybody about how your husband do this, how your wife do that, how your kids ain't shit, Because that's the shit they was thinking about you. Stop calling these people friends. When they showed you they ain't nothing like a friend, call them this person I used to mess with. Man, I used to hang out with this chick. I used to rock with this girl. You know what I mean? Or you call them by their name. I used to rock with Danielle, and I thought she was cool at first. I ain't gonna lie. We was getting along good. But we fell out once, and the next thing I knew, Danielle was telling everybody she knew that my kids wasn't shit. That, honey, I was never your friend. So people, you got to know that. So when you're talking about something, don't say, "Oh, that was my friend who did that." Your friend ain't do that. Mm-mm. Some heifer that never liked you did that. Marianne, how you doing? Says Susan. Sis, how you doing? Stefan, we are the world. Yes, how you doing? I love that name. Shafan. Wait, let me say it right. Shafan. You did. You just. I'm telling you, because that's the reality. We have to stop doing that, because when we do that, what we do is take away from real friends. Because see, when you're a real friend, you sitting there thinking when your friend is saying like, "Man, my friends did me like that," you be thinking, "Stop doing that," because I don't want nobody to think that I'd be the friend to do that. Because a friend would never do that. Let me tell you something. I ain't never left a room where my real friends, my sister, was in the room with a guy I messed with, and I so much as thought about it. I didn't leave and think, wait a minute, he did have on that, you know what I'm saying, that wife beater. He was he was looking sexy. They might be throwing, no, never. Never crossed my mind. Never crossed my mind. I ain't never with my friends thought that they motive was to hurt me. Now I done hung with some bitches who I knew I shouldn't have, because these bitches didn't care about themselves, let alone you. You know what I mean? See, you gotta know how to identify what you done did. Matter of fact, I was in one of my lows and I got into it with some people that was in a low, but I realized it was how low could you go, and shit, they was going too low. And I said, wait a minute, are we getting paid to go this low? Because you're just going too low. And I had to step back, and now these heifers is out here. Maybe that was your life. I don't know. Or maybe you never had no women in your life. And let me tell you something. Maybe you never had any bad relation. Hold on, because you gotta have a bar card. Y'all know it for no reason. Wait a minute, what's that I put on my screen? Hold on. Sorry, y'all know Baba. Y'all know him. But just so full of it. Okay, because full of it is him. But anyway, no, Siri, I didn't actually look up full of it. No, Siri, thank you. We talking friends. You know anything about that? Anyway. But when you're young, you'll make friends like this. Oh, we've been in school since kindergarten together. We live on the same block. But let me tell you something. The friends I had from my block, them are my sisters. Time could not keep us apart long enough that when we came together, I wouldn't feel like a kid again. I wouldn't remember playing it. I wouldn't remember racing our bikes up and down the street. I wouldn't remember them getting basketball rims in their backyard. And that's facts. That's actual factual. That's actual factuals. Yeah, I remember one of my neighbors, we lived across the street from each other. And every hour that we were still awake, we would just walk up to the curtain, to the window, and wave at each other. So please. So there's real bonds. Like I said, when I was young, that's the innocence, the child. You actually are letting people in your life and in your world. When you get older and you guard it, you kind of scared of good people. You be like, hey, why are they so nice? Why are they so happy? What they want from me? what do they want from me? Oh no, they shifting. She might want my man. She might want you thinking all kind of crazy stuff. It's some people like that. And then it's actually, like I said, it's actually those shady, messy heifers. And so I see on here, we say friend a lot. That's my friend. That's my friend. They put on pictures, then they turn them and they put pictures of my kid. No, that wasn't your friend. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Because your friend would know good and damn well you're not about to play with your kids. And your friend would think, you know what, I don't need to talk about your kids. I talk dead about you if they got into it with you. So, but friends just, what is a friend? What do you call a friend? What kind of friend are you? And sometimes we sit around and be like, oh, I'm all this to my friends. When they need me, I'm there. When they that. But what you have to understand is everybody's different. How they show their affection, how they show love, how they, you know what I mean? They're just totally different people. Some people, when you're going through and it's heavy, they feel it so much, they don't know what to say. They hurt. They can't sleep at night thinking about you, but they still wouldn't know what to say. Some people gonna get close to you. They're gonna be like, man, I can't leave you alone. I'm gonna get real close to you. I'm always calling you. They gonna be calling you. You gonna be ignoring them. Because some people do that in their pain. And some people can't take that. So you have, okay, here's an example. One of your friends are hurt and you reaching out to them. They not answering the phone. They sending it to voicemail. You text them. They not responding. But then when they start coming to, and they, coming to where they want to be around people and stuff, when they sitting there, they saying stuff like, man, nobody reached out for me. Nobody was looking for me. And you thinking, if I reached anymore, I would have been giving you a pap smear. Like, I mean, I don't know how much further I could have reached, but you don't say that. And you thinking, dang, as a friend, you classing everybody together. That's like when you sit with somebody like, don't nobody call me, don't nobody check on me and see how I'm doing. I'm sitting here right now with you checking on you. Never sit with the people that are talking about the people that don't, because it really discounts the people that's actually being there for you. When you want to talk about the people who don't, do it around the people who don't. When they come around you, finally talk about how they don't be there. Don't do it, because that's why people don't know what friends are no more. That's why these kids are calling the person that'll take their life a friend. That's why these kids are calling anybody just because they know them. We grew up together. Remember, my mama used to change your diapers. That ain't your friend just because that make them your friend. Loyalty make friendships. Honesty make friendships. Transparency make friendships. Hey, Dana. Hey, sis. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. But people be, oh, friend, that's my friend. We be talking on IG. Y'all ain't even exchanged real telephone numbers. Because, see, let me tell you something. You going to talk to me on IG once or two times, and I ain't even got to say we bosom buddies. You know what I'm going to say, though? Here's my number, because I really don't like talking on these devices, this type of shit. I don't. These are just as messy as the people that do all the stuff with. They set up to be messy. Call me on my phone. You know what I mean? People say, Danny, you can't get your number. Everybody going to do it. I don't worry about that kind of energy, because that's not what I'm putting out. And if you are, it just shows more about you than it'll ever say about me. Oh, we're definitely glad to have you. Thanks for coming on in. I love to see the crowns come in, because in here, everybody wears a crown. They wear the crown that represents their kingdom. So whenever I see new crowns, I get real excited, because I love to see the royalty in the building. I love to run with a pride, so I love to see the lions and the lioness in the building. I love to see that. I love that. That's just an energy. So much respected, much love, and welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. But yeah, y'all, friendships. We gotta be careful on who we calling a friend. You build friendships. You do. And when you know, like, that's what I'm building, you can say, oh, that's my friend, because I'm building that. I'm building that relationship with someone. But with that comes work. Every relationship takes work. It's not what people just give you, it's what are you giving out. You sometimes have to go, just like in a relationship when you're dating somebody. I'm going to have to not just be in my comfort zone. And I'm going to have to be willing to bend a little bit more than just in the bedroom. I have to be willing to be like, okay, they do like baseball, so I can't stand it. But I'd love to go to a game with them. And if I enjoy anything, it's going to be them so much that you're going to think I'm the biggest baseball fan with them because I'm just going to enjoy how happy they are. Because I don't know about y'all, when my mate is happy, please, they say happy wife, happy life, happy home, happy life. Because, honey, happy home, everybody got to be happy with this motherfucker. That's gonna bring me some peace. My man got to be happy too, and I love when your man is happy and just think like you see him like a big kid out there just having a blast. Please, I could do it. And if I have a friend and my friend is into something and I'm not, I can't never be like because that's something they love. So I'm like, oh, I really don't like these plays. Forget it. At least we picked a play that is something we all like. And then I'm gonna go and enjoy. And you know what else I'm gonna enjoy? That I know this is gonna be a great memory to my friend. That all of their friends and loved ones came to do something they love. That's when I think about friendship. Not, that bitch weird. She do stuff we don't do. So, she know we ain't never going to no play, girl. That's your friend. And you know what else friends don't do? They don't get off the phone with you to go call somebody else and tell them your business. You know how they got them people who'll be like, how's Danny doing? Girl, right? She's staying at this. Dang, are you telling them so they can pray for me or to see that I'm still making it? Damn, I hold my head up. Or are you telling them like, you got some information? Them not friends. Them not. Mm-mm. Anybody who sit with somebody else who dog out their friend are not friends. They can say they friends. They not friends. That's not friend stuff. Friends don't do that. Not unless you dog them out. You can have any opinion you want, but show the respect. I've been in rooms where people didn't like me. They wasn't running up having a shit fest in my face. They just didn't like me, but whatever. That's some bullshit. Shit, I don't give a damn what you saying about me behind my back. It could be on your channel. That's still behind my back. I don't care. That's your channel. You entitled not to like me. You entitled not to like everybody I like. I don't care. You entitled to that. And I can still have respect for you. You know why? Because at least you have respect enough to let me know where you stood, but still show respect. Now, if you don't like who I like and you think you can walk up and shit on the kingdom, I'm be like, you must got me screwed. Snuggle, how you doing? Hey, my Dana. Man. Chiffon. Is it chiffon? I want to make sure I'm saying it right. Chiffon. Always remember Nino crazy. And he just do weird stuff for no reason. Look at him. Now he got his back to us. Don't trust him. Don't trust him if his paws are crossed. If you ever see him and his paws crossed, don't trust him. Don't trust him. Nevada, how you doing? How you doing, sis? Oh, I'd love to see people I love happy. I can't stand that I get jealous because you happy ass person. Man, life too short. When my people happy, man, and when my people winning, you know what it let me know? I know I can win. Let me tell you something. Every person I know and I love that I call my sisters, like, you know what I mean, that I've had 30-year relationships with and my twin are all homeowners. You think I'd be jealous about that? No, it let me know. I've watched you rise. I've watched you through odds. I've watched you work hard. I've watched you. Please, I'm pumping. I celebrate the victory. Sweaty, how you doing? I celebrate the victory. Of kindergarten. I know that's right. Yes, through hard times. And you think you've known her since kindergarten. Think of the things you've been through. My bestie, I told you, one of my life partner friends I've had since I was a little kid, since I was 4 years old, that we looked out the window. Her mother passed on my 15th birthday, the day of my 15th birthday. When I tell you go through things with people, you watch them have children, you go through a lot, and that's how you know. Just like in a relationship, you got to go through all that stuff they name in the vows. Better, worse. You know what I mean? Everything, richer, poor, sickness, health. You don't ditch somebody because they got sick. Oh, I love you, baby, but they didn't say if you stop walking, I'm gonna leave you. Because, baby, if they did, they never loved you. Because, see, if somebody I love couldn't walk, I think I'd give them my legs just to see them dance again. I don't know about you. Please. And that would mean I wouldn't walk. And I'd trade it for them. But I don't know if these people, what they call friendships and relationships no more. Oh, I love them so much and I snake them. I'm the reason they ended up in some old dirty shit because I was. That's not your friend. Your friend came over to your channel with your enemies to dog you. That's your friend. I love real friends. Hey, Trazo. Hey, bro. I love real friends. And even with the fellas, you watch how some of these with these snaky friends, they call them friends, and they not friends. It's taking people's lives. You got to be careful. Like, please. Be careful who you're around. And if you got kids, you really do, because what they'll think is friends. Because remember, this person you have at all your family events, every party you have, they coming over. This some snaky heifer you shouldn't even be around. And your kids going to think that's what real friends are. And it's not. And they might not be lucky enough to get one that just gossip on them. They might get one that's going out telling lies on them that make people want to fight them. That make people want to, you know what I mean? You never know. No, no, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nah, you gotta be real. That's how I feel. Like I said, when it comes to this word friend, when I think of my real friends, that's what I judge it to. Just like when I say, "Oh, you like my sister, you my brother, my friends who become family to me." I have siblings, and I am my brother's keeper, and I am my. When I say my brothers, I mean my sisters too. I am their keeper, and at the end of the night, they are the same with me. I'm not the only one that feel that way about it. We won't, we of course we'll die for each other, but we'll live for each other. We come together to become one like a Power Ranger. So that's what I am with my siblings. I was raised to be, and I will be. So if I can call you my brother or sister, trust and believe me, I know what that means. And I know what that means to me. It's something very powerful to me because they mean the world to me. They mean the world to me. And there's a piece of each of them in a part of me, especially my twin. I'm half of that. So, like I said, mm-mm, I don't take that kindly. People be like, "Oh, you was like a sister to me." How you do your sister like that? Because I wouldn't. And then some people have done their siblings like that. I'm not here to knock you for that. I wouldn't. That's what I said. But that's your life, not mine. I love mine. And this isn't a judgment because who knows what yours could have did you wrong and you had to stand off of them. But what I'm saying is, speaking for me, I wouldn't do mine like that. Have I made mistakes and bumps and bruises with my siblings? Hell yeah, we siblings. Have we had sibling rivalries? Hell yeah, we siblings. Have we got to, didn't I say we siblings? This a person, remember, a sibling is somebody who know when you stop peeing on yourself. They know how long you was getting whoopings. They know when you snuck in and out. Sometimes they helped you. A sibling knows you. And to a certain point, because when you get older, you start living your own life. But they know you because they know where you come from. You know what I mean? They know how you got down. They know. So sometimes that becomes, sometimes siblings think that one got more attention, and they might have. They might have been badder. They might have been sicker. They might have needed more. You just don't know. But I know sometimes with siblings that had that, oh, you was mama's favorite. You'd be like, I was in the hospital. I maybe wasn't a favorite. I was you had to be there for. But when you were a sibling, and it once I had kids, you see it different. Because you could be the sibling saying something about yourself. In what hierarchy you are. Wait, what you posting? I want to see it, Jason. Oh, wait, veggies. It sounds like some food. Hold on, y'all. Let me get to this chat real quick and see what Jason was talking about. Sounds like some food. That's right. That's right. Mm. Oh, I love meatloaf. Molten lava pops. That sounds good. And I look at this. I'm ready to eat the chat. There's a lot of food talking up here. Y'all know how excited I get. Yeah, that sounds good, sweating. Today is low. Like I said earlier, I had it with the light down, but it's okay. This one's still low. Like I said, this is my eye. This is my surgical eye. And so it's lower than the other one. But like I said earlier, you feel a little Quasimodo-ish, but I'm like, I'm not quasi today. I kid you not. My boss called asking me a question. I told him like, oh, I cannot. He said, you don't want to get money. I said, who don't want to get money? I said, but baby, let me tell you something. First of all, I just came home. So that means there's 3 days I just want to stay home because you've been around lots of people. So I just want to stay home for myself. There's more germs out there than COVID. So I just want to stay home for my own good. And then secondly, I want to rest my eye. You know what I mean? That's what I want to do. I want, like I said, my body is caught up. My body can get up. It's my eye that still needs to rest it off. But what I can't do in these last few days is not be going live as many times as I can a day. So that's what I'm doing. That is definitely what I'm doing, and nothing's gonna stop me. Oh, that sounds like a good day. I know that was a good day. Hey, Artsy, how you doing? Mhm. Mm. Man, Snuggle, I gotta put that up there because I don't want nobody to miss that. That's sad, but you never know. Even if I just spoke to you just to let you know, hey, I'm angry with you, and I promise you I'm mad and I don't want to talk to you, but I love you. That's what got me mad. Somebody I don't love or I don't care about, they can't get under this skin. All I'm thinking is, ooh, they want my attention. But they don't get the part of me that don't got no love for them too. And that's what they not gonna like. So I'm a strong believer in like, man, when you love somebody, that's why it hurts so bad. That's why what they did, I had you so man. We like, oh man. And sometimes you have to love people from afar. But even in the fire, I gotta do stuff like send a text like, you know what? Happy birthday. Or you gotta be able to have something. You have to start somewhere. And the one thing about being a bigger person is if you know for a fact if tomorrow they weren't here anymore, you would care and wish you would have changed something, then change it while you can. Because it's a lot of us that wish we could. We wish we could have said, you know what? Oh man, I wish I would have went by. I wish I wouldn't have been being so stubborn, man. I'd give anything just to cuss them out. At least I should have did that. Should have just got up and just cussed them out, and we got over it. Don't do that to yourself. That's why we got so many mad people scared to let people in because they remember the last time they let somebody in and they lost them, and they never want to feel that again. It's a lot of people that get married and they'll lose their spouse, and they never even want to fall in love because the last thing they ever want to do is lose that again. They don't want to feel that place again. And that'll hurt them forever too. You can love because one promise we all got is life and death. And that's not good and that doesn't make it easy. But it's the one certainty that we have. The time in between is the question. You know what I mean? At the end of the night. No longer concerned. See what y'all saying. Hey, Miss Vanda. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome in. Nice. Like I said, I love to see the new crowns. And even if they're, I just love to see your name and us all communicate with each other because I love to see the crown. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. That's right. Welcome in. Mm. And that's what they say, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just life is too short. And see, even your lessons in life and all of our trials, tribulations, our victories, all of that. When we express it, you can help somebody because you never know. They might be watching and be thinking about, man, I'm like, right now, I'm not talking to one of my siblings. But I know if tomorrow I had to stand over them, I'd give anything to talk to them. Well, you got a chance, they still here. That's why I tell people, you're not talking to your dad or your mom. Hey, while they still here, get off your chest what you're holding. Because I'd give anything to ask the questions I really had to ask. So if you have a chance, do it. Now, hey, they might not answer. They might not be ready. They might not give you the answer you want, but at least you got to do it. Take that off you. Release you. Release you. I can't do nothing but release me. And if you're scared to talk to them about it, write it all out in a letter. Mail it directly to them. Hey, drop it off. Pull up at their crib and say, hey, you know what? It's so much I got to say and I want to say. And all I can do is write it. And if they can't, and honestly, and if they can't, let's just say they couldn't read, because everybody gonna have an excuse. My parent can't read. Let's say they can't read. Can they hear? Put it on a message and tell them just listen to this recording. Let's say they can't hear. Go over. I'd buy an interpreter if I had to come and do sign language. I don't care what I had to do. I'd give anything. So don't be one of those people that wait to do it later. If you got the chance, do it. What's it gonna hurt you? What's it gonna hurt you? But I know what it's gonna hurt you if you have to never had a chance to do it. And that's why that's why I said when you love somebody, trust me, just like you hurt and they hurt. And your reasons may be different, but maybe here's the best way to talk to somebody, I promise you. Play if you knew me, you know. And then that way y'all can answer it. So you easily say, if you knew me, you know that when you blah, 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 it killed me. It hurt me. See, then that person doesn't feel attacked. And then they might come back and say, if you knew me, you know that when I did that, you were the last person I wanted to hurt, but I didn't know how to tell somebody. You see what I mean? See how we learn how to communicate? If you knew me, you know. If you knew me, you know. But sometimes people know you, but they don't know. Here's how you tell them. You could do it with your mate. If you knew me, you know. That when I go to bed at night and you're not laying next to me, I cannot sleep. And I pretend to sleep when you come home. And they may say, if you knew me, you know that when I get off work, I'm so angry and frustrated. But we got to be able to talk. And you have to be honest because you're saying, if you knew me, so tell me, who are you? That's how I communicate when I don't know how. If you know me, you know this is killing me. But then some ain't ready to tell you. So they'll never even play it. You'll be explaining the game and they swear they want to. Well, then how about this? You say nothing and I'll just keep answering. If you knew me, you know the fact that no matter how I'm trying to let you into me, you aren't letting me in. And it bothers me. Let me know. Talk. But the only person I'm responsible for is me. I'm responsible for how I communicate. I can't be like, oh, I hate when people can't communicate. Then I don't communicate because they don't communicate. I'm going to give it 100%. You give it what you want. Because when I walk off, I know I gave it all I could. I couldn't give it no more. I couldn't be nothing else. And that goes in any relationship I'm in. Because at one point, I used to give it all. And then if they weren't giving it all, I'd give 20% and then be mad. Now I'm just stooping to their level. I just don't do that no more. I give my all, and I'm grateful for my flowers when given. And I appreciate, and I'm so happy for the village I have and the people I have. I'm so grateful for that. And it starts with the village from my home to the village of my friends, my family, the ones I call my brothers and my sisters that are not my blood, to my new village of sisters and friendships that I'm building into this kingdom and this power that's bigger than being able to touch. They say what you can't touch and see, you can't believe in. But this shows me something different. I can't touch y'all. Can't see y'all. We're not sitting right now. Y'all looking at me and what I'm doing. I can't see you. But do you think that doesn't mean I believe when you say something it's not the truth? When you say who, you know what I mean? You're telling a story about your life, like, oh, they lying because I can't see them. That's what I'm. So it's just changing my whole way of life. But it's good because, like I said, when you got all them walls up, you can't let nothing in. Because I'm scared while I'm letting you in, it's going to let in the things I don't want in, or that you might be the things I don't want in. And I'm so afraid of that I can't let nothing in. And I'm so glad not to be there in life no more. But I had to realize what real friends were so I could stop calling anybody who could never be my friend that. They might be somebody I fucks with. They ain't my friend. You got to know who your associates are, your co-workers are, your friends are, who your family is. You got to know the difference. People you just fuck with, people you go clubbing with, people when you want to be on the BS that you mess with. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You got to know. People you might smoke with, drink with, whatever it is you do. That's you. That's your personal business. But know the difference. Don't call all of them your friends. Hey, my mother. Hello. Mm-hmm. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Have so much fun. I know. Well, you know I miss you like crazy. I know. I did just come back. Right, I know. I know. Oh, hold on. Nino said have fun and be safe. Don't make them have to come out there. Please don't. No, I'm just playing with you. Well, have fun. And when you get to Canada, if you see anything that has to do with Drake, bring it to me. I'm gonna need a Canadian rock. You know I collect rocks from everywhere, so thank you. I would love to have a rock from Canada. Oh, especially one around Niagara Falls. And don't fall or nothing trying to get it for me now. Let it. The rocks I collect, they come in my path. I just see them that way. Okay. All right. Well, I love you. Bye bye. Always showing up. Did she have to mention that she was gonna go by Niagara Falls? Anyway, I love my mama so much. All right. Okay. Hold on. G5. Hey, hey, hey. How you doing, my little brother? How y'all doing, Snuggle Bunny? There goes the neighborhood. But yeah, so like I said, but when I was young, it was people I'd call them my friend because, like I said, we've been around each other a long time. But then it wasn't even just really stuff they was doing to me. It was stuff they was doing, and I'm like, whew, I know this person somebody I can't trust, I can't rock with. Period. What up, the dog? How you doing? We talking friends, friends, being a friend. Because sometimes I wasn't a good friend. When I was in my super afraid of losing everybody, you know what I mean? Like, excuse me, like after my nephew passed, like that was a big loss to me. You know what I mean? So when that happened, I truly was like scared to get close to people, even to my family at one point, because I was just scared of losing. So at that time, I was a shitty friend. Actually, in a way, you were trying to push people away. Hey, G5, and G5. But in a way, you were kind of pushing people off because I just didn't want to lose nobody. And I didn't want to care so much that I couldn't make it through losing you. You know, because when you lose things you love a lot, or you lose things that hurt people that you love a lot, and you have to be there, you learn to deal. You just learn to live. You know what I mean? You learn it. I have to find the moment because if I don't, then they can't rest because they won't rest as long as I'm sitting here falling apart. So I have to let them rest. But like, please, so I had this moment. I wasn't a good friend. I couldn't be because I was scared to be a good friend. So I know I wasn't a good friend. So like I said, everybody, you never know. You never know. Some people, you'll have a good friend, y'all good as ever. They get in a relationship, you don't hear from them, they don't talk to you, you don't nothing. As soon as their relationship going bad, they back. Those aren't good friends. Those aren't good friends at all. Nino's taking a full. Damn, this dog. I don't know what to do. But yeah, you got different kind of friends. You really do. Like when people say, "Oh, that person just got close to me, so they could steal my man." That ain't no friend. My friend ain't never did that to me. And like I said, because I'm old enough to know if I told you right now that somebody messed with a man I messed with and they called themselves my friend, what I would say was this person I used to hang with. Because I'm old enough to not be saying my friend did that to me. Because my friend wouldn't do that to me. Mhm. You put your number in the comments. Wait, what happened? Oh yeah, we gotta go back and get that. Well, I know one thing is that if the live isn't chat isn't up. Oh my goodness, how'd you do that, Mary? Okay, definitely. When I end this live, right? That's not no friend stuff from the last live. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put that one on private till I do it. You talking about the last one we had today, correct? All right. I hope you meant the last one, the Mass Singer. I just put it on private until I go in there because I don't think the chat was open, but I definitely want to get your number out of there. Oh yeah, right. Because you're not on none of the social medias to give me your number. Mm, that's gonna be a hard one. Yeah, if it's still in there, I get it out of there. Okay. Oh, thank you. I will. That'll make her so proud. That my mother say when her kids making it, that's giving her flowers. My mother's a great person. Her heart, man. Like I said, if I could be a fraction of who she is, I've made it. She is a definite queen to me. I salute. I respect. I make a choice to be right, so that because I know as a parent, what you want to know is when you gone, because you're supposed to go first. Is that your kids will be okay? So my only goals, is to make sure she knows I'm okay. So that's it. That's it. That's it. But I will definitely tell her that. You send me one on IG, I will check that out as soon as I get off of here. I will sure tell her that. That'll make her day. That will make my mama's day. But yeah, like I said, yeah, when I think of real friends, I know real friends. I know real people that can be real friends. I know people who are actually good. You know what I mean? hmm I know a friend, and I'm not calling anything friend. Oh yeah, we do. What y'all do together as friends? Oh nothing. We don't like this one girl together. That's not friends. We just got a common enemy, and we like that, but that's not a friend. Matter of fact, I can guarantee y'all gonna be enemies one day because y'all don't trust each other. Because when you being dirty with people, You ever heard the saying, y'all, there's no honor amongst thieves? I'm sorry, my eye just started burning, so it started to tear up. Just the one eye, and I'm like, I don't have time. But you ever heard the saying, there's no honor amongst thieves? You know why? Because how a thief gonna trust another thief? When you around a messy mofo, you think they trust you? They whispering on their phone, they texting instead of talking because they know if you hear what they saying, you go be telling somebody with your messy ass. They know if you see their phone close enough and you could screenshot it, you be screenshotting their phone. They know. They know. They know when they call you and they hear echo, it's probably another mofo on this phone. They know. That's what I love about these smartphones. When you try to call somebody on three-way, it says conference call. You can't hide that. You can't hide to me that the phone is conference calling. Who you conference calling? Oh, that's the mofo you got eavesdropping. Y'all should have called me from a landline. Then y'all could have got away with it. It's 2022. And y'all still pulling three-way tricks around here? What is this, the class of 1990? Did y'all notice the messages over here is so outdated? It's either showing people's age or it's just, I don't know. I'm just saying. Yeah. So that's why I said when I think of friends, nah, it's not what friends do. I know what a real friend is. I know what a real friend does. I'm a real friend. And I tell people, even if I was one and you wasn't, that only counts for you. That shows you. That don't show me. It shows that I'm such a real friend. I'm a buck. I'm solid. I don't just got loyal tattooed down my neck. I meant it. It was actually loyalty on my neck. I promise you, I've had it so long, I be forgetting sometimes it's them. Nino, he Tony, did you see he just came over here and walked away? He just too much. He is too much. I tell you. You gotta have a Nino in your life. Like he just really did something. He walked over here, walked back over there, and lay down. Yeah, I can't. I can't. But yeah, like I said, I just don't. Even when I was in high school, that's when I was really like zero tolerance for that. Like if I was around a person, a girl, and all she did was talk about somebody, I would literally flat out tell her like, "So what you gonna say about me when I'm not around?" Oh, girl, I ain't no girl back. Please, you doing it to everybody. This girl ain't even got up from the table all the way. You talking about, huh? You better know somebody like that. That a dog that bring a bone. Y'all know the rest. So if you sitting with somebody, all they doing is give you all the gossip. You can't even, you know the people. You can't even say a name and they ain't gonna give you gossip. You be like, just try it one day. Be like, Tina. Oh, girl, did you know Tina? Da, da, da. Marianne. Marianne, blah, blah, blah. Susan. Da, 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 da. Danny. Da, da, da. The dog. Da, da. Damn, bitch. Tell me something about you. But that'll be the same chick can't tell you two things about herself. She got to think about it. Say, where you work at? How old is your son? He'll be 12. No, he's 14. I'm sorry. He 14. Bitch, you missed a whole year. But you just told me you knew who her baby daddy was. But you don't even know how old your kid is. Ask one of them heifers. Next heifer telling you a whole bunch of gossip. Ask her two things about herself quick. See how fast she can answer. What she make for dinner for the family? What was her daughter's last science project? Her son's, you know what I'm saying? What's her son's favorite video game? Ask them. See how quick they answer. They got to think about it. They're going to be looking in the kid's room. They texting the kid while you ask them, what's your favorite game? Or they'll say something like, you know the game. You know the game they be playing. All the kids play it. I know because it was expensive when I bought it. All these games expensive. Like I said, watch. Y'all, I'm telling y'all how to spot. How to spot it. If your friends do stuff like that, watch them. Watch them. If somebody, as soon as you say something wrong, they got time to talk to you, watch them. But when you saying something good or you just need to talk to somebody, they can't got no time for you. But you be like, man, I just called my husband with enough. Girl, I'm finna call you. I'm gonna call you on FaceTime, girl. Let me call her and they're texting somebody. Ooh, Danny husband is cheating. I knew he was. They don't even know my husband. I knew he was. I mean, come on. She be on live cussing, saying motherfucker all day. Who husband wouldn't cheat on? Because that's how the internet do you, right? Am I right or wrong? Why wouldn't a husband be cheating? It can't be just cheating. It can't be that maybe I come on the internet because he was already cheating. You don't know my story. That's what I'm saying. That ain't no friend. And then when she listening to you, she listening good enough to tell somebody. She probably done push record on her phone. And then I tell everybody, you told everybody. I tell everybody, I told you. But see, to me, when you know people, you know who run their mouth. We used to call them a refrigerator. They stay open. You know what I'm saying? It's always somebody opening the refrigerator, right? So you knew people who had that kind of mouth. You know how you knew? Because before you even told them your shit, they was giving you some gossip. That's what I'm telling you. They was giving you gossip. You knew who to go get the gossip from because they knew all the gossip. Then you going to tell them your business. And then be like, I can't believe you went and told everybody what I told you. I can't believe you told them what you told them. Unless you wanted everybody to know. And then you know who tells a story and add a little, some people got to put a little dust on it. Some people got to put a 20 on 10. They got to go further with the story. It wasn't good enough, the first version. They got to, them people. So, they even take your story and it went from, you wish your man would cheat on you. That's what you said to him. Man, I wish my man would cheat on me. So he not only cheating on me, I told him to forget it. Me, him, and the girl could just be in one relationship. I didn't even say all this. I just said, if my man dared to cheat on me, you done twisted it all up. Now we in a whole relationship, sister-wise, with each other. They're not your friends. When stuff that happened in your house that your so-called friends know and everybody else know, they're not your friends. These YouTube streets are soap opera. And sadly, most of the actors and actresses in this soap opera are gonna be like old girl, even though she was a beast on soap operas. You're gonna go years and years, no matter how great you are, and you ain't gonna get no award. No award. They're not gonna make it to the YouTube Halls of Fame. They're not gonna be walking around with 100,000, 500,000 subscriber plaques. They not gonna be, you know what I mean? They never gonna cut a check that's 5 figures from YouTube in a month. They're not gonna do the stuff that you should be trying to shoot for on here. They gonna be doing the kind of stuff that, get you all, get a little shit on the bottom of your shoes. Get you a couple of thousand people out of millions. I guess if that's what you're shooting for. That's what I'm telling you. Some people ain't shooting for the stars. They shooting for the rim. They shooting for the basketball rim. And y'all want to tell me they legends because they just shooting for the rim. That ain't shooting nowhere. I'm talking about who's shooting for the stars. Who's shooting somewhere else? I'm tired of y'all just shooting for the rim. Let's go above the rim. Jesus, one of the best soundtracks ever, but that's a whole nother story. Man. Mm-hmm. And it's some people that's on here and let me tell you something. Everybody don't share with everybody. It's some people on here that the reason they've been crossed is because they share with people thinking, well, at least if I share with them, it's not somebody in my community that could throw it back at me. And then what they do is they throw it to the whole world because they threw it out here. And now it's this, you know what I'm saying? What up, Vixie? How you doing? How you doing? But yeah, so like I said, on here, that's what happens. And you were opening up to somebody because it wasn't just that, oh, I trusted them so much that I could. It was a comfortable place because it's harder to tell people some things sometimes. Because then you worried about what people gonna be thinking all the time. Now you gotta see these people in person, all the time. That's why it's a lot of women when they going through things in their relationship, their own friends don't know. And these are really their friends. These are people that really love them. But they don't tell them. It's people who they right now are going through things with their children. And they ain't told their friends. It's somebody out here whose child, something could happen to him, and that's when somebody gonna find out it was something going on. Because some people are scared that if I say something, some are afraid if I say something, it makes it real. And some are worried about you judging the things they love or judging them. But remember, your friends won't do that. Actually, they're going to hurt with you. They're going to cry with you. They're going to come up with a plan with you. They're going to pray for you if that's what they do. They're going to be there. And if they use your pains to judge, abuse, misuse you, they was never your friend. Ever. And nothing you do will make them your friend. And I really want the young people to know that too. Your friends aren't telling you to go do what's wrong. They're telling you to walk it off. Because they don't want to be visiting you behind bars. Because they don't want to be visiting you at a cemetery. Because they don't want none of that. And the people that don't care, they don't think about the thought of you messing up your life. But when people care, they do. If I even so much as care about you, I ain't going to sit there while you drive yourself off a cliff. I'm going to say something from my heart. That's it. What you do with it, you do. But I know that in that moment, if I was there, I said what I felt I needed to say. I did what I felt I needed to do. That's how I look at it. But like I said, I don't throw that word friend around. I don't. And I don't take it lightly. And I don't take it lightly if someone looks at me as a friend. I don't. But I know the only thing I can be in that friendship is me. So I can only give you the best of me. But that's what I can promise a friend. That's what I can promise a friend. That they don't have to worry about me going to tell what they said, going to dog them out behind their back, sitting with the people that dog them out. No. And by sitting with them, I mean sitting with them while they dogging you out. It's never going to happen. Because it's just not who I am. Because I don't want nobody who I look at as a friend doing that to me. And so, I'm not going to ask of nothing more to you than what I'm willing to give. And so when I think of friends, that's what I think of. I think of putting my guards down. I think of being able to say, hey, some days I'm real anxious and I have to calm down. So I'm taking myself to another place. And them understand it's not them. That I'm literally telling them who I am. And that makes me anxious, just being honest. Because some people throw that back at you too, your honesty. Well, that's your problem. Once again, that shows you, not me. That shows more of you than it shows of me. And that's just how I feel about this kind of stuff. When it comes to friendships, that's how I feel. I don't just bother. They in the hallway. They not bothering you. They're not. Okay? You're fine. You're fine. They're fine. Oh, here you come, y'all. Here you come. What is that? Oh, that's beautiful. Good job being so sweet and beautiful. I love that. Honesty is the best policy. The devil I know is better than the one I don't. You know what I mean? I'm never gonna sit around. Oh, such and such a saint. Oh my goodness. Y'all think she bad. This person I hang with work. You don't need to know all that. What you need to know is I'm a big girl. I'm very, 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 very much able to see what somebody is and not judge them. And sometimes I don't even tell other people what I see about people because I know most people are judgmental. And where you might judge them, I might be able to sit down and through that get understanding. So I'm careful on that too. So, but I know who people are. And I know that everything has a season, a reason, or a lifetime. And I'm not afraid anymore to find out what's what. You know what I mean? I'm not, because I know nobody can pull me nowhere. I'm just going to voluntarily go. You can't make me do something, like somebody, turn on somebody. Nobody can make me do that. They can't. I can't be told where to go or what to do. But what I can promise you is the same way I am in your face, I am behind your back. That I can promise you. Because if I want to be any other way, I wouldn't be in your face. That I know that much. That's a promise. That's not something I want to do. That's what I'm gonna do. That's who I am. So if you can trust that, then you never have to worry about it. And I trust that anybody I mess with do that. I don't never think that Tina this way in my face if I have my back, she shouldn't know me. I don't even question that. I don't think about that. Don't cross my mind. To be honest with you, that'll cross my mind about anybody. And even if it's somebody who does, I don't sit and think about that. It's not on my mind. Because I know everything done in the dark comes to the light. And I don't need it in the light so I can have a live about it. I need it in the light so I can know and I can make my decision. Because it's just like a relationship. You think everybody who got cheated on and found out they left? Because they didn't. And sometimes some of the strongest relationships you'll ever see in your life, that happened in it. So everything don't make me break, but I know when it's, once again, on my moral compass, if you do certain things, we never coming back. We can't come back from that. The best respect I can give you is not talking to you about you or to you. That's the best respect. Outside of that, I can't. That's just me. I'm a Sagittarius. And in real life, if anybody ever stopped liking me because of somebody I like, I don't need you around me. You could not like that person and that be fine. And I can respect you so much that one, we won't even have a conversation about them because we would have no need to. And then also, I wouldn't have to, as an adult, explain while I'm making moves. As long as they ain't against nobody, I'm not going to explain. But if anybody does that, then hey, then I probably don't need you around because just like you do that, you'll stop liking me because somebody told you. So I'm good on that. I don't like nothing like that. I like you because I like you. And like I said, I don't know about none of y'all, but when I push subscribe, nobody was there with me holding my finger down to the button. So ain't nobody going to force me to push it off. Every person I subscribe to, every time these eyes, as bad as they are, have looked at a screen to watch somebody, nobody was there making me do it. Nobody called me up and warned me to do it. I did it because I wanted to. Anytime. And I think that's how everybody was. I don't know. Just maybe that's me. But I think everybody subscribed like that. I don't know. Maybe y'all subscribed a different way. Hey Lala. Hey sis. I know I had fun. I've been a little hoarse. I said, like I was screaming like a storm. Just getting excited. But yeah, yeah. So it's certain things that's never gonna happen with me and nobody. We not gonna get into it, and I'm worried about your looks. You could be sitting there calling yourself breaking me down. I'm thinking, oh my god, you actually sit and just honestly, you done said you think about me a lot. Like you really be knee deep in me. You be you man. And then you know what I know too? That some of these chicks be calling chicks ugly or this or that, and they jealous of them. Because you might think they ugly, but you think they probably could get more D than me. They probably get better men than me. It's some jealousy. Because when I don't care, I don't care, girl. Like, is it to say if you was pretty, what we wouldn't be getting to it? Nah, we still would. We'd still be on the same old funk shit. And I didn't say F, I said funk. I said funk, Marianne. Don't count that one, please. But we would be on that. Just like when women say, I hope when he cheated, she was pretty. That's gonna make you feel better. That's what's gonna make you feel better. Mm. Well, then why don't you just imagine it was a hot woman and he was tearing her off with her hot ass? That's gonna make you feel better. Women, stop saying stuff like that. I can't stand. Oh, please. I don't care if she was a supermodel to a Googler monster. The fact that he broke the trust we had with each other, that's what I care about. Please, I hope she prettier than me. So I can know he's stepping up. That means you putting yourself in a place that it's always something better than you. Because if he was for you and you were for him, you'd be the best thing for him. Nothing could be better. Come on now, let me stop. But that's teaching. Those are different stages of love, I guess. I don't know. You see what y'all saying? Because that just made me think, oh, I used to get so mad when I heard a woman say that. I hope she look better. Like if she was fine, I can't. What you saying, my love? Yeah, because I can't compare with a man. That's a whole different stage. Well, at least it was something I couldn't give him. He right. He had to go there because that's what I would be thinking. Hey, at least he decided to please himself because he wants something I could never be. And yeah, I could honor that. But I ain't never. First of all, if you cheat and you get caught, it to me, I feel like you wanted to let me know you just weren't satisfied. Because trust me, that I'm not saying that's what I want, but there's some cheaters out here you'll never know. A woman will stand up and fight you because she'll tell you how he's never. You be, girl, Jesus. I mean, do you have what a low jack on his D? Because I need to know. Because you don't. I tell people all the time. I've had a relationship where at one point you could never tell me he would do something wrong ever. And when it did, I said, dang, did I have blinders on? Because we was such a buck with each other. But then in the end of our relationship, he didn't know more. But you can't shake that. You can't shake that. Because now my guards stay up because when I let him down, it got past me. It's like somebody sneaking in the gate and I'm security. I'm going to be like, dang, look at what happened because I have my guards down. No, no. Mm-mm. Yeah, and that's one of the things that you have to have that full trust to understand that even if you stay with somebody, are you trusting that they got it? Are you trusting that y'all can build? Are you ready to build? Or is you just think you can't make it without them? Mhm. But for me, that wasn't a good seed. Because like I said, even when they weren't the person they were when I left, I wasn't the person no more that I was before they did it to me. Now I was a person almost like vengeance is mine. I'm gonna show you what it's like. Fight like a girl. Hey, how you doing? Um, but it just had me better. You know what I'm saying? So it had me, you know, man. Like I said, just some nights, like man, telling my buddies, I'm just gonna say nitrous and turn my phone off. They see, let somebody see what it's like to just not answer the phone. Let somebody see what it's like to not know where you are till you walk into them. And the funny thing is, they weren't even doing that no more. But that's not right. Because what you got to start asking yourself is, why did you stay and allow something that is going to hurt you and have you comparing what they did for the rest of your life? Why'd you stay that long? That's what you got to ask yourself. And when I asked myself that, the answer was, I didn't know. I didn't know. And then as I started to learn, I realized because sometimes you just be like, I don't want to be alone. But what is alone? And like I said, life has taught me to be completely alone. Not so I can isolate myself from people and never be around them, but so that I could trust what I need to trust and so that I could learn to love me, build me, enjoy my company so much that when you come around, your company can be enjoyed because you're not in your dark moments, you're not in your angry moments. So people can't even feel the good off you because I'm too deep in the dark. I'm too deep in the, hurt. I've been betrayed. Like, come on. Who hasn't? I wish everybody just met the first person you met was the love, and for those who do, beautiful, beautiful. But most of us done kissed some toads. Whether that toad was a woman or a man, meaning so some men done kissed some women that they thought was princesses and they was toads, they doggone self. And some of us, so you never know. That's why when people say, oh, well, I'm gonna go to the opposite sex because they won't do this. Everybody does it. There's men who cheat, there's women that cheat, so what are you gonna pick? You got to find a faithful person to have a faithful person. Look for someone who loves themselves enough that they not even pass. Because first of all, when you passing yourself around, you're selling yourself short. Because there's gonna be a part when you laying down and putting your head on your pillow at night that you not gonna trust people because you passing yourself out so thin. You know what I mean? Sometimes you'll be at stages. I've been at stages where I'm single, but I'll be like, this could be my booty, but whatever. I just gotta have somebody in the bed with me tonight. I don't want to be alone. That'll have you settling too. So shoot. I don't play when it comes to these relationships, man. I wasted too much time. I got more time behind me than in front of me. I want to enjoy a relationship where we can travel together, we can go with, you know. But I told y'all I'm never going through nobody's phone. Mm-mm. If I go through your phone, I know you cheat. You cheat, you lie, you scamming or scheming. Because there's a reason my gut is saying I don't need to go through your phone. I'm not going through your phone. I know that's right. Oh man, these were monster toads. These would have been toads in a scary movie. I'm like, where did these villains come from? Girl, some toads, and I've been in love. Well, we're gonna call it in lust with some toxic D. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just that honest. I don't know. Maybe anybody else. Anybody else? It happened to the fellas too. They be in love with they'll be in love with a girl. And oof, she a toad too. I've seen my fellas get hurt too. Hmm. That's right. You stay 10 toes down, team. I can't wait to come hang out with you. Yeah, I'm telling you, it was that. That's why when I knew I had got older, we just gonna say out of my 20s. When at first Toxic D was your favorite, like you made excuses like, well, I know he ain't shit, you know. But when you got past, I thought he could keep that. And he can get into that toxic half. I can't stand that toxic dude. Oh, I can't. Oh, that old toxic. He wanna fuss and fight and oh no, no, oh girl, no, oh these days, I don't care what he got. I don't care what he got, what he doing. I want nothing to do with him. It is toxic, but away from me. The more I hear, I need to, no, get away. I can't. I can't. That guy who's still living in his Playboy, I can't. But I do want a man who sold his oats. I need to know he been around the block and back at least. You know what I mean? That don't move his fancy. He done had that fun. But if he still, I still want him to be alive. It's like, I don't want him to be like, oh, I don't, And I don't want the guy who he can't go outside. Because obviously, if he go out, maybe it'll trigger that guy in him. No, he got to be over it. He has to be over it. He had to have sold his oats. Really, he just had to. And that's a fact. Yeah, because like I said, these them playboys are plays. And I used to love the player. The thug, the player, the James Dean, the bad guy. I loved him. I loved him. That was my favorite kind of guy. If he wasn't bad, I didn't want to mess with him. Let him be doing something right with his plays, girl. He was not interested in me. Let him be in a bunch of trouble. And I'd be like, I can't stand him. He sure got my attention. Y'all think I'm making this up. I'm just being honest. I'm telling y'all, I was the one with the toxic. I'm telling you. Missy, I just subscribed to your channel. Tina, would you do me a favor? Can you drop Mayor's link up in here? Because I tried to go back to the other one, hit it. What is going on, Mayor? Something's trying to hate on me and your link, and I want to support my sister. So I definitely want to do that. But like I said, I can't find her and looking up. She's not coming up at all when I type her in. And I don't know what's going on with the link she sent me from Instagram, but I can't get in that one at all. But I definitely want to support her. So when you get a chance, if you could drop that one for me, please. Oh, yes. Yes. Lila, I'm telling you. And it happens. And this is the thing about the toxic D. It don't have an age. Mm-mm. That shit could catch you in your 40s, 50s. Your 20s. Mm-mm. But I learned it make me too toxic. So y'all remember like they had Snap, and then they had like not Snap. What was it, like Fatal Attractions? When the couples came together, two toxic people have a, you now you fussing, you fighting, you all up in his face, he up in your face. No, because it can go toxic. It can go toxic. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Since it happens to the best of us, to all of us. But I was like, oh, I know I become too toxic. You know what I mean? I'm toxic now. I'm out here keying your car. See, that's why I have to be honest. I have to know my triggers. And more than anything, I always tell people, when I tell you I'm scared of something, I'm scared of what I'm gonna do. I'm scared of how I'm going to react. I'm scared of what I might say. You know what I mean? I'm scared of that. I can't be scared of what you're gonna do because who knows what you're gonna do. I gotta know me. I gotta know me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And the worst part was when I was in like to toxic guys. Trust me, they were definitely people you knew who was messing with other people. Like I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it like it was sweet and oh he was just toxic. No, 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 no. He was a dog. He was. I should have left him a long time ago, but that was where we connected. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Hmm. That's right. That's right. And sometimes you'll think you're the only one. Like, oh, I was the only one who stayed that long. I was such a fool. I remember when I would beat myself up and I say, "You such a fool. Nobody would have stayed that long. Nobody would have did this. Nobody. They might have did exactly what you did. They definitely would have went past their limits. They definitely would have stayed when they should have left. Many more people can relate to that than can relate to. Oh, as soon as it happened, I walked off. Soon as he did that, I was gone. He didn't get a chance to with me. If you did that, I applaud you. But most of us, it was like, I wish you was one, two, three strikes you out. It was just a multitude of things that you should have been. Those were the signs, and you didn't go nowhere because you still cared, because you still so called loved them, because because you wanted them to get back to that person they used to be. Please, 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 please. You know how long please. You know how long I thought my kid's dad to be who I thought he was. Hmm. And then sometimes you can grow with people, and when you start growing, you realize that's not even what you're interested in. And that can happen to men or women. That's why I don't like relationships that stay stagnant because we have to grow, because you have to know. Because otherwise, if we just stay here, then that means this is where we're cool. But what happens if we grow or go below? Where do we become? And relationships like that. You ever been in a relationship that went from this kind of money to lower and it changes? Or somebody went from low money to their higher, things change. They can change for the better or the worse, you know. Because that money, I'm telling you, can drain a relationship. Bad boys were they were my poison, they were my kryptonite. It was something in a bad, oh my God. What was that song when they be like, oh, Cisco brought the group out. Oh, and they be like, I'm gonna be a lover, a friend, a soldier to the end. That's how it's gonna be or something. I used to love that song. So I'm like, that's the kind of guy I like. So they say my mama and my daddy don't understand me. They say he's messing my life. Man, I used to love that song. Because I'm into bad boys. I used to be so into bad boys. If you was a bad boy, I was into that. You caught my attention. It was something about your, it caught my presence. And then I felt super protected with bad boys. You always felt safe. So I did. I just like bad boy. So my thing was, if they didn't keep me feeling safe, they could really get away from me. I can protect myself any other way. That's right. 21 years. Congrats. Shoot, we all are learning. And then sometimes I even says when I stepped out, I got out of my relationship in 2019, I had to learn the parts of me that were toxic. The parts of me that were too much and nobody should have to put up with. Because no matter what they're doing to me, they're not the reason that I'm that buck on that. Life is the reason I'm that buck, but I can't bring that kind of baggage. I have to bring what it made me for the better, not how it's holding me back. So when you that firecracker and I pull up, I slash your tire, whatever it is. I was never slashed, but I'm just saying, whatever your fire, I would constantly do that though. I sure would. You know what I mean? But like I said, I had to learn. Like I had to calm my toxic parts down too. So it's a multitude of work, but that's how you find the peace. And sometimes you're blessed enough to just learn to appreciate and let the real love in and get it, and they'll help tame you too. Not saying that we are animals, ladies. Please don't think that. But you know how when you love somebody and you can put them guards down, you go put that gun on safety. You can take some of those walls down. That tames you. That calms you down. That relaxes you and lets you be sugar and spice and all that's nice in the queen, in the crown of the queen. I promise you. But I promise you, but when you still fighting for yourself, fighting these bitches, fighting these dudes, whatever you fighting, it's gonna be hard to tame you. That's why I had to start know what I was fighting against. So I could start figuring it out. Hmm. Yes. Hmm. Yeah, I always say, what would I say to her? And like I tell you, on the stages of changing my life, we haven't went and grabbed the little girl yet, but I definitely stopped at the teenager. First I had to stop at the 20s man, and then we checked into the teenager, and we all are heading over to let that little girl know she's gonna be all right. And the only way I could prove it to her is I had to let her know everybody that got to me is all right. They all are us, if that makes any sense. Because before, all of us thought it wasn't gonna be all right, that we was gonna be fighting forever. Ren Rock, hey bruh. Hey Ren Rock. What with the silent lives, what do you do? Just set a live up? I mean, does that get hours? Just curious, I was asking. Because I see it even more than just with you, and I'm like, what does the silent live do? It's a process. I mean, like I said, when we going through anything, that's a part of a sisterhood. It means that you don't stand alone. You don't. But as a sister, one thing we gonna all understand is that heartbreak, loss, even if it wasn't us, it could have been a close friend. Could have been, Yes. 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 Look at you though. Look at your strength. Look at that, and look at how it's, because like I said, sometimes you could be in a 20, you could have been in a 21-year marriage, but be carrying so much that you don't realize that you have a blessing. That in all the times when we was picking the bad ones or toxic or whatever, you got what was just made for you. And that's why I always tell people, I've told myself every toe that I've kissed and every bad relationship I had was to let me know what I don't want. And every good one, because remember, sometimes you have a good one that you didn't see was as good because you weren't in that place. For me, it was because I was looking for a bad boy. But every good one was to show me pieces of what I want. But when I sit back and I evaluate them all, it was to tell me what I need, what I want, and what I will be for that. And so that's how you build and know how to be. This is how my crown had to be worn. And like I told you, I'm from the show me say. So of course, I had to have a bad relationship, hold the mess. I had to go all through it. I had to learn. You know what I mean? Be domestic. Like I said, I'm just an honest person. Free, forgiving child of the living God, able to live all God's children with mercy and grace. Oh, that is beautiful, Lala. Lala, we on Instagram together since they sent that to me in my IG. That's beautiful. Oh, now that's sisterhood. That's how we unite together. Yes, I love to see that, y'all. Y'all know when the chat and the kingdom is dancing and singing it makes my it makes me so happy. Y'all just don't know, it makes me so happy. It do work. I think tonight I'm gonna run a silent live all night, but I can't play music, right? Y'all know I gotta say something stupid. But no, I'm gonna run a silent live all night tonight and see what it do. So I just put it on, and when I do, mute my thing and just let it go. How do I change my picture to a candle? I wish I could play Halloween music all night. Oh yeah, congratulations. Grayson, he got an award today at school. I miss those days. Congrats, little fella. Oh, if you want to play the YouTube music, you can play that. Well, I love you. I'm gonna hit you on IG. Look at me now. I done set myself up in 90. See, sometimes people just. And when I stop this, I got an hour between we do. Have I ever? I knew it was a busy one today. Then, like I said, I'm running silent live all night. I am. Every time I wake up, I don't care what it's to get up while it's running, I will come in the chat. So even if nobody's there, but if you do come through my silent chat, please do me a favor. Just drop a candle in the thing. I see you was them. Just show me that. Just tell me you stopped by. Tell me you came by and said hello. Drop a heart. Drop that when you come through. That's it. 'Cause I know that's what I'm gonna be dropping in the chat. That's what I'm gonna be dropping through the chat. I promise you that. But I'm running and see what it do. But I'm like, okay, I've seen this too many times and I ask somebody like, what is this? What does it do? But yeah, I'll check it out. Cause today I was on a super busy day. My last live, I lost my signal and then it came back. And I'm thinking I'm talking to y'all. I go to look on my phone to see what it's doing. It's just frozen. So I'm just sitting here talking, but y'all are frozen. Oh, this is my song. Let's see what y'all saying. Yes, yes. Ren Rock has such a good spirit. He is good in music. He can sing. He loves his family. He shows you that. He shows you home. Shoot, I remember Ren Rock used to invite you every day for dinner. You have dinner and show you what he had for dinner. I remember that. I said, look at that. His queen takes care of her king, and that's how it should be. Hey, Mayor. Hey, my man. I just was talking about you a few minutes ago, and how it seems like everything's trying to keep me from getting this link. I was just saying that earlier. How you doing today? Oh, enjoy, enjoy. You have a good night too. You have a good night and enjoy dinner. Oh, I love when people say supper, y'all. Oh, that's remind me of my granddad. He always say that supper and wrecking. So when I hear them, I get happy. And I'm a strong believer when you have things close to you like that, and it was something that just remind you of them. Every time I hear somebody say it, I feel like they saying hello, just in their own way. Just call me Jesus. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, babe. Thank you, sis. Here we go. Now I'm official. I've been trying to be official since I was in Vegas on your thing when you sent me to the link in IG. There we go. And then the other day they dropped it in the Tina and Susan dropped it in the chat. And when I went back into the thing, I'm like, I see everybody but Mares. What did I do? There we go. I got it. I got it. Now, can't say nothing. But yeah, guys, like I said, those relationships, whew, oh my goodness. And the hardest part is I try my best, and I definitely don't do it now, but I used to try my best before not to compare two guys to each other. But the problem was I would go from a relationship to a relationship, so you never really had time to heal. So if they did anything like it, you felt like it was happening to me back to back. So then I was like, oh my God, I feel like, this is how they all are. No, that's how they were. And when you really think about them, they were actually two different people, but they both hurt me. Sorry, that's my son. I'm trying to say, let's say, get to it, son. I know you better say son. But yeah, so that was one of the big things for me. But I think if you take a break in between a relationship, it give you time to heal you. Even if it's just heal of the hurt that it didn't work. That's how for me I've learned I've had to do because if I don't, even if I don't seem at first like that's what's bothering me, the fact that it'll be back to back will really start messing with my whole psyche. Because then I'll start thinking it's me. No matter if I didn't do anything but be the best I could be in, I would always be, oh my God, it's me. It must be because and then you start thinking, I deserve this. Or you think, I'm going to prove to them I can hurt them more. That's how I used to think. So I'm like, I've learned even if something doesn't work, I have to take a break. I have to have some free me time. And that's why when some guys ask me, oh, why are you single? Because I choose to be. Like, not because I have to be. I choose to be because I don't want to be anything but a queen in my next relationship. That's it. Otherwise, what are we, booty buddies? We just screwing? Because then I don't know. I'm just being honest. Somebody see me. Hold on, y'all. Let me cut my son real quick. That's the child, man. Y'all, I apologize, you guys. That was my son. I apologize. And I swear it's almost like he just waits. Then it's like I'm gonna take you back to back to back. But have you ever been like when you got out of a relationship and then you like in this funk? So like you're not doing the things you used to do. So if you a person who went and got patties and mayonnaise, you're not doing it. If you somebody who got dressed all the time, you're not getting dressed like you used to. You just lose your thing. You're not getting your hair done like you used to. I feel like when you leave a relationship, even if you're feeling down, every day you need to pull yourself together. Even if it's just a facade. Because you have to see the best of you. You have to, and then Lord forbid you run into that sucker. You want to make sure you're looking good. You run to that woman, you want to make sure you're looking good, fellas. You got to pull yourself together. You have to. Just like I feel like these days, some days I literally go and get like a really nice bra and underwear. take a nice good bath and shower, and you know what I mean, get smelling all good for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just sometimes like have to truly do that. Think, oh, that looks so sexy. I like that. Oh yeah. For me, for me. Not because I want it to only be for me, because it starts bringing that back in you. Confidence is sexy. Confidence is sexy on a man and a woman. Cockiness is a little sexy on men, but not too much of it. You know, that's not too much of it. But confidence is sexy on both. It is. It really is. There's something in just, and that comes from within. So that's why I always say, start loving you, start appreciating you, start enjoying you, start making sure that you do things that make you happy. And when people come, they're gonna give you what you're giving out. You giving out that low vibe that I need, that people gonna use off of that. No, give that, and man, that's what you'll get coming to you. Hmm. Wait, who are we talking about singing? Oh, Ramrock, yeah, he can sing. Yeah, it's like I said, must be nice. Yeah, I'm so close to the end, y'all. I'm like, I still can't figure out how I got that email 2 weeks ago. Hold on. My phone is just busting. Hello? Hello? Anyway, I told y'all my phone just, it's like I'm not live, phone don't ring. I'm live, phone is ringing. Okay, I was trying to see, but it's not because we're still on it. But yeah, like I said, I just learned to start doing that, because otherwise you'll be one of those people that you waiting to start getting back into yourself when you find somebody. And that's the same reason why when you don't have somebody, you'll come out of yourself, because you were just doing it for them. But when you're doing it for you, it's a part of you. I'm telling you. And you'll love it. Nothing feel better than when you spoil yourself first. Because then people will know how to treat you. They'll know they can't half step with you, because they'll already know, like, oh, you know, on her own, she'll go do that. That's what they be saying. You know, on her own, she'll do that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I came in here to check to see if the hours were showing while we were watching, because they did change when we went on our first live, and I was only on there for 2 hours, but it changed. And I'm trying not to be obsessed with watching them, because it's like watching the clock at work. Then it's going so slow. But when you don't look at it 4, 5 hours, and you're like, dang, it's 3 o'clock already? How'd I get that? Especially when it's busy. I always notice that when it's busy, boy, the day just go. The day just go on you. But yeah, y'all know the one thing is that we will be back up in here, because we're gonna do our Have I Ever, and that is my final live. Then I'm gonna test this I'm definitely gonna test out this silent live. Let's see what's to it. And like I said, I'm definitely gonna come in it, and you know, who knows? I might come on silent and say something, come back out. You know, I like to break the rules. I like to make my own rules up sometimes. I see my sister Selfie Queen is on. That's definitely a good channel. Her and JJ, I see they're live right now. You know, I gotta look and see and send my shouts out too. That's it. That popped up as soon as I went to look, so I definitely had to send a shout out to them. But yeah, we go live again for Have I Ever. That's our last one. Sorry, as soon as I went into my studio, then I got into that, came right down and saw Selfie Queen. So sorry, I got super distracted. That's why I shouldn't be paying this. Get out of that. Get out of that, John. But yeah, I've enjoyed this, talking about friends, talking about relationships, talking about loving ourselves, talking about toxic things. It happens to all of us. I said, even to the fellas, whether they toxic deep, you know what I mean? It happens to all of us. Even if you just mess with people in that sex game, it's gonna be some toxic. You know what I mean? It's period. You gonna catch it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be some people gonna experience their first big O's with people. You know, orgasms. You know, and so you never know. We grown ups though, and when you grown, you're not saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe," because I did. We're two different people. You know what I mean? Or don't think that I'm the only one who was in a bad relationship or with toxic men or stayed longer than I should. Many people have done that. And the ones who judging you probably still in it. I promise you. And they'd rather talk about you because that make them think maybe they'll leave because they talking about you. I don't know why they do it. I can never make sense of foolishness. But yeah, so no, you don't judge nobody. I don't. The only thing I do is applaud those who are in solid, real relationships because they're showing everybody that they exist. So that's what I do. Other than that, I don't worry about the bad once it happens. Some people never had it, and some people all they had was bad relationships. Shoot, at one point, that's what I used to think all I was gonna have was all bad relationships. But now I know that there's a king made for me. And so it doesn't matter how much time I spent with somebody, what I had with somebody, some kids. Obviously, those weren't my kings. You get what I'm saying? And I have to accept that. But you know what I mean? I'm not settling for nothing but my king. So either way it go, I either have more, I have nothing, and I just have fun with the royal men through towns or whatever, or one royal man, whatever. But I'm not settling for nothing but my king. Man, I tell you. I know. And look, and here's the funny thing to see, because I don't have my lights on. So if you pay attention, so this is my bad eye. It's swollen under here. So like I said, it's just the stress of the eye. It's the eye. Yeah, like I said, it's annoying. And that's why I also don't like to look at it, because when I look at it, I can see it. I can see how it is. I can see where it's low. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, my body, I feel fine. It's just that eye. And like I said, I can still see out of it. It just feels tired. So it's lower. And then when I try to open up, I feel like I'm stretching open. That's how I know just leave it where it is. Just leave it down. I know. I'm going to, sis. That's I think it's you gotta make a playlist. Put it on all I can make some playlists. Then you just put it on autoplay. Yeah, I will, sis. I will. I know, like I said, I'm gonna do the silent live overnight where I'm not even on that. I'm asleep. It's just running. Um, and I'm not asleep. It's just running. I'm gonna do that. And then, like I said, when we do have I ever, I'm not even gonna have a screen on because that's one of my stresses of trying to look at both. That's why the last one when we were doing the other one, I kept it off because I'm like, I can rest it because then when I have it off, I can actually turn the lights off. So then I don't have to have the lights on either. But yeah, like I said, I'm fine. Yeah, I know. So look, I'm about to get off now. I'm about to get off now because, like I said, my last one is "Have I Ever," and I definitely want to do that one. Tina, I'm gonna give you a call when I get off of here, sis. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Tina, for being here. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. Thank you, Lala. I missed you, sis. It was good seeing you. Thank you, Shafan, for coming in. I was really excited about that. Missy, I subscribed to you today. Had fun chatting with you. Thank you, everybody who came through. Doom, thank you for coming by. Renrod, thank you for coming by and giving love. Thank you, everybody. Let me see. I don't want to miss nobody. Thank you to Doll. Thank you for coming through, sis. You know I don't like missing nobody, y'all. You never see. And then I swear I'll get off and then remember, Mary, thank you for stopping by. Enjoy dinner. Now I want to know, like, what was she eating for dinner? See, I let her up out of here without asking her what she was having for dinner. How dare me? How dare me, Mary? I need to get all in your business. Fight like a girl. Thanks for coming through again. It was good seeing you. It was good seeing you. I don't want to miss nobody. I already shouted out my sisters and Missy. Yes. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anybody. But thank you. And to anybody who didn't come in, thank you for being at Snuggle Bunny. Thank you for coming through, sis. Can't forget my snuggles. G5 says, thank you for coming through. I can't miss nobody. That's what I said I had to come up because I didn't want to miss anybody. Because I've enjoyed talking to y'all about relationships. Because, man, these friendships, don't take it lightly. And don't think when you thinking about your real friends and you thinking about some stuff people done did to you on here, that's not friend stuff. That's not a friend. That's just some heifers you trusted for a minute on the internet and they show they sell. That's it. That's not a friend. Yes, yes. Always been Rocky family. You wear the crown. You one of the kings in the kingdom. So, like I said, everybody wearing the crown of their kingdom. And so, just like the queens, the kings are welcome. This is a place for royalty. This is for people who want to show no matter what they are in life or going through in life, they just showing their best. They come in here with their weapons put up, and they come in here with their heart. Well, the first time it's actually good to have your heart on your sleeves. A place where you can actually be transparent and we're not here to judge you. A place where we can disagree and it's okay. It's okay. A place where it doesn't matter where you go watch and whose chat you speak in, and that don't matter. I don't care. It's a safe place. Like I said, it's a kingdom full of nothing but royal people. So I thank you for that. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for loving on each other. Thank you for respecting each other. Thank you for being there for each other, connecting to each other. To anybody who told me, Snuggles, who told me, left me a message on Instagram, I'm going to go check that out. Tina, I'm going to give you a call. And then I will see you guys when it's time to do Have I Ever? The Dirty Edition. I love you guys. Good night. Well, not good night because I'll be back. See you later. See you later.